Hello Taurus, welcome to this space, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is Wow Oracle. Well, Taurus, I'm here today to connect with you to do your energy reading for the week of June 21st through June 27th. Now, before we get started, I just want to make a couple disclaimers. First and foremost, remember these are general messages, so if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. Also, feel free to check out your moon and your rising signs if you don't find the message here. And then if you still don't find your messages for the week, go ahead and feel free to check out any of the other beautiful YouTube readers out there on this YouTube space. I support them all. We're a tight-knit group of people here to just help people on a path, okay? All right, Taurus, well, let's go ahead and get into your energy reading. So first and foremost, we're going to be tapping into Archangel Metatron's energies. What I have here in front of me is the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle deck. It's a very spiritual deck that's going to give me some insight into your week, kind of what's going on with what you're dealing with, what's happening around your space, what's being brought to your attention, what lessons are being learned, and what growth is being reaped, okay? So give me a moment to go ahead and tap into that energy and get your card of the week. Okay. Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week of June 21st through June 27th. Now, before I continue going on, I do want to remind you, Taurus, that I have been using this deck for quite some weeks. So, if you've been here before and we pull a repeat card, that's because Spirit's bringing something back around that needs to be brought to your attention once again, okay? All right, let's get your card. All right, Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week of June 21st through June 27th. All right, Taurus, so your card of the week is Communication. Speak up and be heard. Okay, so Taurus, this week, I feel in the past there's been some conflict. There's been some instability when it came to a situation in your life. It could have been a relationship. It could have been a job situation. But that's because you weren't speaking up. You weren't allowing this situation to know how you felt about it. It's almost like now you need to kind of speak up and let yourself be heard. Really use your voice and use it loudly so that people understand where you're coming from, so that you can feel better about where you're going and what you're doing. It also could be that there's some communication coming in towards you from an outside source that you've been kind of waiting for. But I feel whatever it may be, there's some strong communication coming in to create some balance, to create some change in and around your area so that new things can be created. Because like I said, there was been some instability, there's been some challenge in the past. It could have been with a relationship, it could have been with a job, and it's like you're finally stepping up and you're saying, this is what I want. This is what I need. If you can't give this to me, then I'm going to move forward from this. It could also be someone else is coming towards you with that. We'll just have to kind of see how it plays out. As being these are general readings, you can always switch the roles either way. You know, if you're the one waiting for the communication, I understand that. And also it could be that it's time for you to give some communication to someone else. But now what I want to go ahead and do here for you, Taurus, is I want to go ahead and read what the book says about this card. Amanda Ellis did a great job at channeling all the messages from Archangel Metatron for each of them. Okay, so give me one moment while I pull that up. Okay, communication. Speak up and be heard. Card number 5 links to the planet Mercury, which rules communication and mental power. You're asked to let out all that you've bottled up inside for so long, waiting for the right conditions and the right time to be heard. You're asked to dig deep, shatter the walls of glass you have placed around yourself, and say all that is needed to clear the air and voice your truth. So often we are afraid to voice what feels unspeakable, our own true desires, wishes, opinions, and feelings, and yet by doing this we hide the truth of who and what we are. One of the most beneficial things that a baby does is learn to talk. The joy of those first few words spoken, and the ability to communicate their needs and exchange dialogue with another, is a huge gift. However, as we grow, we may learn that our voice isn't being heard, and our views are not appreciated or acceptable, and so we grow silent. Archangel Metatron stands ready to help you dissolve your fear. Whatever your wishes are for communication, allow this now. It may also be that you're waiting for an important message, or to hear someone express how they truly feel about you. Are you open to hearing the truth without judgment, blame, or expectation? If so, ask for this now too. Let your words be soft, gentle, and loving. If others raise their voice, lower yours. If others speak in hate, speak love back. When others feel unheard, allow them to express themselves to you. Communication is also about learning to listen. You are encouraged to use nonverbal forms of communication as well. Journal, write poetry, create affirmations, paint, play music. Expression takes many forms. Do anything that feels right to unlock your emotions and honor them. It may also be that Archangel Metatron wishes to speak through you to channel his voice into your life, your home, your workplace, and your world. To allow his wisdom to be spoken through you and his words of love, truth, and light to be made manifest. His voice can be your voice. How does it feel to hear that? Do you speak with his love? Allow healing blue light to flow into it, freeing it up to be a vessel of the divine, which is what you are. When your words are in alignment with this divine truth, no harm can befall you, and no judgment can come, because the one who hears it knows it is the voice of love. You're encouraged to chant, tone, and sing, and to do so loudly, who and what you are. Your voice is needed. The time to hear it is now. Let it be a force for good in this world. Your voice is unique and belongs to you. Let others hear its beauty, conviction, and strength. Yes. So, definitely, Taurus, this week, there's either something that you need to speak up and allow to be heard, or there is some communication coming in strong for you. Whatever it is, I feel that there are true intentions here, okay? So if it is you speaking, speak from the heart so that others can understand you. And if it's others coming to you with communication, don't judge, because I feel like they're being very genuine at this time. So understand and listen to what they're saying so that you can know how to move forward past that point. Okay, Taurus? So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to move into the energy part of your reading, and for that we'll use the tarot. And with the tarot, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, the energies to help you be more open. We'll look at the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as what negative energies are coming your way. We'll look at how to best invite those positive energies in, as well as how the negative energies could affect you and things of that like. So let's go ahead and get right into it, Taurus. And first and foremost, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, and the energies to help you be more open. All right. So Spirit, what energies are going to help to keep my Tauruses grounded? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? So we do have the Tower card and the Six of Wands. Okay, so I know the Tower card can be a little bit murky, a little bit scary, but it's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath, because I don't get a negative vibe here. I don't get a negative feeling. What I feel here is that for you to remain grounded this week, you need to allow old ways of being to fall away. If you have been the one who's been quiet, if you have been the one who has bottled up, kept things to themselves and not shared, it's time for you to allow those walls to crumble. It's time for you to allow those walls to break down so that you can reveal your true self, so you can be the person you're meant to be, stepping up on new solid foundations. Now, it could also be that if this has to do with another person that's coming towards you with communication, it's time for you to allow your walls of judgment to fall away, so that you can really hear this person. Because like I said, they're being very genuine this week. So this week, to remain grounded, you need to allow change to happen, and you need to allow old forms of being to kind of crumble away so that new solid foundations can be instilled within your life. Now, as far as the energies to be more open, we do have the Six of Wands. This is about you knowing that no matter what communication is being shared, no matter what's happening in your life, you're going to be victorious. You're going to march into your victory, feeling good, feeling like what you're receiving is exactly what's meant for you. You know, that Six of Wands is just about victory and progress. So I feel like as soon as this communication comes in, it's going to give you the progress in your life that you need. It could also be that you need to really embody self-confidence, especially if you're the one that's sharing the message. As soon as you come from that place of confidence and that place of inner fire, you're going to share it so well that the communication is going to be taken and understood, and it's going to create a victory in your life. Now, I do want to let you know that Venus is going direct, and that is your ruling planet. So this very much could have to do with love. This very much could have to do with relationships. So definitely be open to those energies right now, because Venus is definitely blessing her children with love and communication, okay? So speak up and be heard, and I feel like you're going to definitely have a victory this week. So be open. Be open to being confident, and be open to being be open to sharing what it is you need to share, or be open to receiving that communication coming in, okay? Now let's go ahead and move forward, and we're going to look at the positive energies coming in for you for the week. as well as what negative energies are coming your way. Because we live in a world of polarity, and we have to look at both sides of the spectrum to really see how to best make our way through our weeks, given all the energies that are coming our way. All right? So Spirit, what are the positive energies coming in for my Tauruses? And what negative energies are coming their way? Okay, so we do have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Page of Wands. So a lot of fiery energy here, okay? This could have to be dealing seriously with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. Or any of those signs for that matter. But definitely some fiery energy. It could also have to do with... a Pisces, so there could be some watery energy here too, or a Scorpio, because we do have the Tower card. But like I said, any signs for those matter. So those could be the people that you're speaking up to, or the people that's coming to you with information. But let's go ahead and get into each one of these cards. So as far as the positive energies coming in for you this week, I just see you being very determined to finally share what it is you need to share. Being determined to finally allow some communication also to come in, or vice versa, whatever it may be, whether you're the one sharing or someone's sharing with you. These are general readings, so you'll have to comment below and let me know if it's you sharing or if someone is needing to come towards you as some communication. But I see here that this person or you is coming in very determined to really bring some warmth back into a situation. I'm getting strong relationship vibes here. So it could be that there was a lack of warmth in this situation. There was kind of like things became a little out of balance, and because there was a need for communication, and that communication is definitely coming in strong here, because what I feel like it's you. I feel like you're really being determined to kind of go forth towards love and to bring loving vibes into your life, and you're doing it so determined that it's bringing a sense of warmth back into the situation, really bringing it back into balance, okay? Now, as far as the negative energies coming in for the week, we do have this Page of Wands. So it could have been that in the past there was a lack of direction and there was setbacks, and you're still kind of feeling those vibes just a little bit. You're like a little afraid. You're really afraid to kind of explore the art of communication with someone else right now, because you're worried that you might discover that this person doesn't love you as much as you love them, or vice versa. But I feel like that's a negative kind of vibe here. You have to be willing to go towards people and things with energy, because I see that there's a definite sense of communication that's needed to be had. But I feel like because you're afraid of discovering that it's not exactly what you want, you're having a setback of really going towards this with that communication. It's like you know where you want to go, but because you're afraid of the outcome, you're not really moving towards that yet. You're kind of keeping yourself blocked away from that situation. So definitely watch out for those energies, okay? Now let's go ahead and let's move forward, and we're going to look at how to best invite those positive energies in, as well as how the negative energies could affect you. All right, so Spirit, how can my Tauruses best invite in those positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups. So definitely a lot of young energy here, okay, with these pages. You could be dealing with someone who's younger than you, or you could be younger than the person that you're trying to speak with. But there's definitely a young energy here, okay? Now, as far as how to best invite those positive energies in, we do have the Two of Pentacles. So this is about you no longer juggling between the decision to either speak up and be heard or to not speak up and be heard. This is about you being determined to really create that balance by choosing a direction and going in that direction, making the choice to speak up. It's like you're no longer kind of like, fearing change, or kind of like not allowing new energies to come in, but you're adapting to the situation, and you're deciding, okay, it's time for me to finally speak up because I want happiness in my life. So I need to be heard so that I can either find the happiness I want in the situation, but if it's not there, then I'll be able to finally move towards a new situation, finding my happiness then. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it could also be that you've been juggling between two people, And it's time for you to decide which one you want. It could also be that the person you're dealing with, this younger possible energy, could be dealing with two people. Because we do have, I think it is you though. Because we do have 2 pages here. We do definitely have 2 pages. So you could be kind of balancing, you could be kind of juggling between 2 people. And that's a little negative because I feel like with Venus going direct, it's time for you to choose who you love. Because that connection is going to be very much blessed at this time. But it's like if you're kind of putting yourself between 2 people, it's not exactly going to be what you want because you're giving your energy out to too many people and it's scattering your power around when you need to pull your power into one relationship. So I see that this week, the best way that you can invite in this determination, invite in this warmth to bring that balance of communication in your life is to decide who it is and what it is you want. And make that decision, make it clear, and go in one direction. No longer choosing 2 different ways, but being firm in where you're going, okay? Now, as far as how the negative energies could affect you, we do have the Page of Cups. So I feel like someone does have a message for you. Now, it could be that it's not the message that you want. It could be also that this person that you're dealing with, or the one that you need to let go, is a little bit emotionally immature. Okay, I think you'll know who I'm talking about. If this message is for you, you'll understand. But I feel like there's someone in your life that you need to speak to because their emotional immaturity is not allowing the situation to move forward. And it could be that that's the relationship that kind of needs to go, and you need to focus on the other relationship, the one that's going to be victorious, the one that is blessed by Venus. Do you know what I'm saying? But there is a situation here where someone needs to speak up. Someone definitely needs to speak up, but because they're afraid of the outcome of the conversation, they're not going towards the other person with energy and with passion. They're like afraid that it's not going to be victorious. They're afraid that there's going to be like a fall from grace in a sense. Like it could be that you hold this person very dear to you, but they're afraid to open up to you because they're afraid of what you might think. They're afraid of what you might say. Now this also could be vice versa. It could also be you that's feeling this way. But like I said, these are general readings, so you'll have to place yourself where it fits. But definitely there's a sense here that somebody wants to share something, but they're afraid that when they do, that something's going to crumble and fall apart. So they're still kind of holding in, they're still kind of bottling in, when right now communication is key. Communication is key to being able to bring balance back into a relationship and being able to move forward, okay? Now let's go ahead and let's move forward, and we're going to look at the benefits of the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as how to best overcome those negative challenges. Alright, Spirit, so what are the benefits of the positive energies coming in for my Tauruses? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? So we do have the 8 of Cups and the Devil card, so strong Capricorn energy. We do have 2 major arcanas on the board, so I feel like this is a big decision. This is a big decision that you have to make. Definitely whatever's being shared is going to create some serious change in your life, and it's time for you to create that change, okay? Now, as far as the benefits of the positive energies, we do have the 8 of Cups. So I feel like because you're determined to make a choice in your life, you are walking away from the situation that is no longer serving you. You are walking away from one of the relationships or one of the people in your life that is not giving you anything that you need anymore. And you're realizing because there was a lack. There was a lack there in one of the situations. Now, I do feel like that one of the situations is going to be very victorious, but one of them is no longer serving you. One is no longer meant for you. And it's like you need to go and find your cup of happiness. You need to go and be willing to speak up and be heard. Because, the 8 is about movement and action. And here, it's like, it's like the 8 of Cups. It's like they felt that they had everything they needed, but they realized that one of the cups was missing, and that was their true happiness. So it's like this week, because you're deciding between one person, you're walking away from something that wasn't giving you the happiness that you needed. It could be that younger energy, but you're now walking towards your happiness, walking towards what you need in your life, creating happiness, creating harmony for yourself. It could also be that for some of you out there, there's a small message that you're walking away from any relationship right now, period. because you're realizing that none of them are really beneficial for you at this time. Interesting, because I do feel like there is a relationship that can be very, very much successful at this time. But maybe for some of you, that relationship hasn't come into play yet. And because you're communicating with the people that are in your life now, you're realizing that they were not meant for you and they're falling away, and you're moving towards your happiness, okay? Moving towards what you need in your life. But I do feel though, that you're walking towards your happiness, and this is definitely probably with the person you already have in your life, okay? Now, as far as how to best overcome the negative challenges, we do have Capricorn energy here. So Capricorn could be the person that is meant for you, okay? They could have strong Capricorn in their chart, or you can have Capricorn in your chart, okay? But what I feel here is that this week, to get away from this negative vibe, to get away from this emotional immaturity, you need to break away from something in your life. Like I said, I got a very strong feeling of two relationships here. Like you were kind of giving your time to two different people, definitely juggling two relationships, and one of the relationships is kind of it's not the healthiest type. And I think you're gonna know which one I'm talking about, okay? One of them has like a little bit of it's like the sex is good, okay? But that's about it. It doesn't have much more for you other than that, okay? But definitely I feel like there's one of those relationships has a lot of bondages, has a lot of addictive tendencies, there's a lot of codependencies, and it's time for you to break away from that. It's time for you to break away from that and reclaim your power so that you can speak up and be heard and go towards the right relationship. Go towards your victory, okay? So this week, definitely break away from bondages, break away from those internal setbacks, those internal walls that keep you from speaking up. Like I said, you need to have a tower moment internally. You need to have a tower moment internally so you can speak up and be heard and move towards your victory and move towards the right relationship. Because like I said, you're definitely juggling between two here. I feel for some of you out there, you're definitely juggling between two, and it's time for you to choose which one. And the way you're going to do that is by having the communication necessary between you and these people to decide which direction you want to go in, okay? So now let's go ahead and let's move forward, and we're going to pull one more card. It's going to be the overall impact from the energies positive and negative. All right, Spirit, so what is the overall impact from the energies positive and negative for my Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 21st through June 27th? All right, Taurus, look at that. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, a new routine, a new way of doing things, a new sense of self, doing things with new methods. I feel like you're trying a new method this week and it's really working out for you, and you're moving towards your happiness. You're moving away from this page energy and moving into that Knight energy, really stepping things up, really changing things in your life. And it's because you're finally speaking up about what it is you want. So the person who is truly meant for you is coming in and giving you what you want, being that knight in shining armor and really bringing about something different, something new. No longer feeling stuck, but really moving forward towards what you want in your life. Okay? Now I said this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so I do get strong Capricorn here, okay? Strong Capricorn energy. I feel like this is the person that is going to come in, that is going to break you away, and you're going to be able to finally let down your walls and be open to the love that Venus is trying to bring to you, okay? So let's go ahead and move on, and we're going to use the Divine Directions by Jade-Sky to get you 3 messages of guidance for your week, okay? So give me one moment while I tap into that. All right, Spirit, what message of guidance do you have for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 21st through June 27th. What messages of guidance do you have for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 21st through June 27th. All right, Taurus, so your first message of guidance to come out is goals. It's time for you to take your goals off the back burner. Go after them. Yes, speak up and be heard in your life so you can create action and create change and really get the things that you want. I feel like right now your goal is that you would like to bring a new relationship in your life. You would like to have a new higher vibrational sense of love, sense of communication, sense of connection in your life. And it's time for you to really speak up, do what you need to do so that you can go towards that goal, so you can move towards that goal, okay? Now, your second message of guidance to come out is abundance. Great news is heading your way. Abundance is coming to you in many forms. Yes, there's definitely someone coming towards you. There's some kind of communication coming your way, or some kind of communication that you're sharing, and it's going to bring a lot of abundance in your life, a lot of happy times, a lot of happy energy, okay? Now, your third message of guidance to come out is ground. And it's time to ground and center your energy. Be truly present in your life. Yes, this is about you letting old setbacks, letting old walls kind of crumble away, grounding your energy and gaining the confidence that you need and the determination that you need to create that action in your life. It's like once you ground yourself, you're going to be able to move towards your victory. Okay, Taurus? Wow, what a beautiful energy reading. Well, those are your messages for this week. I hope they resonated with you. If they did, please comment below. Also, if you're new to my channel, please like, click, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Also, hit that bell if you want to be notified to my future content. Well, this is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from my channel Wow Oracle, saying thank you so much, Taurus, for being with me in this space. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Thank you so much for being open to the messages from Spirit. I hope you were able to take something from this to help you out in your week, to bring some clarity and to bring some communication that you've been waiting for, or some communication that you need to share. All right, Taurus? Well, much love from me to you. I'll see you guys next week. Namaste.